The United States Champion MVP unloading on The Undertaker. And during the commercial break, MVP, Great Khali, and Big Daddy V have been dominating, Coach. But remember, that's for tonight. It's every man for himself inside the chamber. A week from Sunday, cover, hook to the leg, and Undertaker just kicked out.
And right now, MVP wants to show The Undertaker, if it's going to be me and you in the Elimination Chamber, you got to come to play.
And it could very well be, because it could be MVP and Undertaker that are going to start that matchup off, and then the other four superstars will be in pods, and they'll be released every few minutes. You could have all six superstars in the ring at once.
No doubt, just like the Royal Rumble match, the Elimination Chamber match, there is such an advantage to being the last man in as opposed to the first two in.
It is such a barbaric, inhumane match, the Elimination Chamber. All six of these men have got to realize what they're getting themselves into.
And look at the animal now, keeping MVP in his corner, and MVP now, just taking a beating courtesy of Batista.
And Batista running wild on Khali and Big Daddy V. And it was back in 2005 at New Year's Revolution, Batista participated in his Elimination Chamber matchup. A match won by Triple H, suplex, floats to the cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out.
So what that tells you is that Batista has been in there with the very best, knows what it takes to beat the very best.
And Batista unloading with those shoulders to MVP. Among those who was in that Elimination Chamber match with Batista, to your point, Coach, with the likes of Edge, Chris Jericho, and Randy Orton, Triple H, as Hornswoggle looks on, as his great protector Finlay enters the matchup. And the loyalty and friendship that has developed between Finlay and Hornswoggle is mind-boggling.
You know, I'm still sitting here going back to your point with all...
Cover, hooks the leg, could have him in a kick out.
With all due respect to The Undertaker, not having been in an Elimination Chamber match before, I don't know how much of a disadvantage that's going to be, but it's going to take him a little while to get used to that chamber match.
But think about what you're saying. We just talked about earlier in the match the ability of The Undertaker to adapt, to evolve, and he's going to be able to do that. And just like you said, it may take some time.
But will The Undertaker do it fast enough? There's no guarantee.
Pinfall and submission is how you eliminate opponents in the chamber matches. MVP buys himself some time.
That's what I love about MVP, the ego. Come on, bring in Animal, bring in The Undertaker.
Referee was distracted for a moment, allowed Big Daddy V to get involved. And Undertaker, the Phenom, has had about enough. And you feel this thing may be moments away from breaking completely out of control. Cover by MVP, could get him here, and Finlay kicks out at two.
I think, Cole, right now you're seeing The Undertaker become somewhat frustrated. And conversely, you're seeing MVP show the entire world that he does belong with the upper echelon here on SmackDown. And here comes the Great Khali. Finlay in their corner, not much he can do about it right now.
And here's Finlay in trouble. Khali! The 7'3", 420-pounder. And Finlay being dominated by Khali. And these two have had some rivalry with one another over the past few months. And this is really where you begin to see the instinct and the protection instinct in Finlay come out in these battles with Khali when Hornswoggle was involved.
And here's where you see the domination of the Great Khali. And now here comes Big Daddy V, keeping Finlay in their corner.
Big Daddy V hammering away on Finlay. Another question for you, Coach. These Elimination Chambers over the years have had the tendency to go on for a long time. And we talk about this being the biggest Elimination Chamber of all time, involving the biggest superstars. But will conditioning, will stamina come into play?
It's a great point, and I think exactly it will. The longer it goes, I think for the Great Khali, or Big Daddy V, they will start to wear down. They need to end it as quickly as possible.
The United States Champion MVP, fresh off that hellacious beating of Nature Boy Ric Flair last week, looking to make a name for himself here, not only tonight, but inside the Elimination Chamber. And can you imagine if MVP goes to the main event at WrestleMania to battle for the world title? We're going to have to listen to him for 2 months.
Well, it's almost like that he was born to belong there. Born to headline WrestleMania. MVP's ego belongs at WrestleMania.
Hornswoggle trying to will Finlay on. The Fighting Irishman from Belfast, who's bucked the odds before. It'll try to do it at No Way Out. It's trying to do it here tonight, but MVP. That drop toe hold and the force of that forearm behind the neck. And a patented kick. Finlay may be down and out.
This could be it.
Cover, hook of the leg.
You see how much better MVP has gotten, but how much tougher he gets week in and week out.
Aggressive, vicious, another way to describe this man.
Well, the Animal and the Undertaker are desperate on the outside to get attacked because Finlay has taken quite a beating at the hands of MVP.
Arm drag to the egotistical United States champion by Finlay. MVP measuring Finlay again, going for the knockout blow or kick. Oh, and a hung up on the top rope.
I think that time took a little bit too long to measure Finlay.
And here comes the Undertaker, the legendary phenom, 15-0 at WrestleMania, hoping to get back there in the main event this year. Oh, 300 pounds full throttle.
And the Undertaker fresh, and that makes such a huge difference. Wow.
That impact lifted MVP almost out of his boots. Roll the dice. Appropriate. We're going to Vegas for No Way Out. That was some snake eyes, and there's the kick to the skull. Off the leg drop, Undertaker looking to end this one. Here's the cover. 2 count. MVP survives.
One devastating move after another. How much more can MVP take? Oh, look out. Here's Big Daddy V.
Stalking the Undertaker. Oh, no. Look out. Samoan drop.
Oh, spear. What a spear by the Animal.
Oh, the chop by Khali. Oh, Shillelagh to the skull. The referee was distracted. Shillelagh to the skull by Finlay.
And the referee is waving everything off.
Undertaker measuring MVP. MVP going sky high. Choke slam. He's the United States champion.
And the referee was right in front of us here at the announce table, said the match has been thrown out.
Shillelagh by Finlay.
Well, wait a second.
Batista setting up possibly for a spear. Ladies and gentlemen, symbolic of the fact that it's every man for himself a week from Sunday. Who will survive the barbaric elimination chamber? The final man standing will battle for the world title at WrestleMania.